becomes 300 rupees. So I sell it at 300 rupees, the profit is 230 rupees. 230 rupees may say 115 rupees is my profit, 150 rupees, 15 rupees is his profit. It is win-win situation. Over a period of 5 years, if you calculate the returns on investments, it is 30% plus, which is fabulous. The best part for my friend is, every commercial purchase has a cash component. So that gets adjusted. When he sells it, it's in check. So it becomes his capital. So it becomes a phenomenal gain. I explain this formula to all the people who are doing businesses. If you can fit this formula in any of your business models, fantastic. There will be a lot of people who will cooperate with you in this format, because for them also it's a very winning situation. So this is also what I made as a successful formula in our acquisitions of properties.
That's excellent. You have burning desire to set up state-of-art multi-speciality hospital and also a home for aged. Where is this in what state?
Well, I bought a land in Karjat, a place called Karjat, where I bought 24 acres of land where I will be creating a home for the aged. And I run a trust, but it is with my own money. I don't raise money from people, but all my friends run trust. All my friends like me are into some activity. Like I am into cataract operations, somebody else is into kidney, somebody else is into heart related diseases. So everybody together, I have bought the land. After a few years, around 5 to 6 years from now, we will all get together and build a hospital for charity. So that will be our giving back to the society again, along with the home for the aged. I have already acquired 24 acres of land for that and written off some of my business plans. That will be completely dedicated for this purpose only.
In the audience, there are budding entrepreneurs. What message you would like to give them?
Message is, you have an idea, start business. There are a lot of people who are takers. There will be a lot of people like me who will support you to grow, beginning with me, because charity begins at home. I have to practice what I preach. So anybody with a smart idea, I am ready to back them up and support them. Just go ahead. Nothing is a restriction. Money is not a challenge. Place is not a challenge. Customers are not a challenge. The whole world is of so many opportunities that it is amazing. I say that the coming 100 years are for India as a country. The whole world is looking towards India as a Sone ki Chidiya, what we used to read in history books. The whole world has realized that population, which was once upon a time a challenge, has suddenly become a strength. They want customers, and here we are. I used to always tell in my college days that India as a country will be developed by the rest of the world. The company which wants to sell the car will make the road. And that is what is all about BOT and all that, build, operate and transfer. So whatever I used to say as a prediction in my college days, it's actually happening. I used to always tell in my college days that one day will come when communication will be free, and today it's almost free. When you talk about unlimited mobile usage for 2,000 rupees a month or 2,500 rupees a month, it's free. When you talk about unlimited free calling to US over the VoIP, it's free. So these are the dramatic changes which are happening. The whole world will come to India to do businesses, and these opportunities are going to be at our doorstep. We need to be prepared now to encash that opportunity. The largest customer base is India. The youngest workforce is India. It's fantastic. A day is not far off when we will start buying $45 for 1 Indian rupee.
Now, the audience would like to have some questions.
Please. Yes.
Question out of curiosity. How and why did you name of your company as Saint Agnelorajesh?
Okay. When I'm Agnelorajesh,
Yeah.
and when I started computer education in 1993, what I thought was, there is a lot of credibility to the saint word, Saint Andrews, Saint Thomas, all the convent schools used to have a saint. And in those days, there were a lot of techs, NIT, AppTech, CTech, BTech, GTech, lot of techs. It used to be confusing. So I thought, why not we create a convent brand in computer education? Then I thought, let us name it as Saint Agnelos. But when I realized that Saint Agnelos, Father Agnelos might take an objection. Suppose if I grow tomorrow, which I was sure I will grow one day. So Father Agnelos will take an objection. And Father Agnelos is a big establishment in Bombay, which is 150 years old. In fact, I am named after that saint. So I just did a smart thing. I brought the N before the G. and created an Angelo. There is no saint by Saint Angelo. So, and it paid off. It became a differentiator. So, we named it as Saint Angelo's. Yes?
Any plans to get into any other training, just like you are into IT training, any other, because India also needs a lot of technicians and skilled workers and so on. There's a lot of talk about that coming from the government of India, etc., etc. Do you have any plans to get into those diversified kind of training skills?
My focused area would be IT in totality. I'm very passionate about that because IT is the only economical education which can create a nobody into a somebody big time. So IT is my core focus area, and I'm getting into management education and school education. But I'm not into the other parts of other skill sets of IT education, plumbing, fitting. Although that is also going to be a next big area in the country, but I'm not cut for that. So I will be sticking to IT education and management education, apart from school education. Yes.
What form of organization do you have? Is it a limited company or partnership or proprietorship?
Mine is it's a closely held public limited company, and we are one of the only companies in Bombay who have got clearances from the Bombay Stock Exchange, from the Ahmedabad Stock Exchange, from SEBI. We have got all clearances to come out with an IPO. So at the moment we are a closely held public limited company. But my business model now has changed. So education is not my business. So I'm not interested in raising funds for education. Whatever I'm doing in construction, that's good big time revenue. I'm using that revenue to strengthen my education business also. So I might not come out with an IPO, although I've got the permissions. So it's a public limited company.
Good evening, sir. Sir, are you thinking of entering into...
Hello, sir. I would like to know a little more about how you went about the franchising concept, because it's not really process driven today in India, and a lot of
I have got some advice.
franchisees who actually kind of move out and create their own brand. So
Yeah, I have got some advice as far as franchising is concerned. I started it very early when I didn't know the word franchising. But my advice is, franchising is not a very successful model in service industry because you can't control the quality. The franchises will be focused only on profits, and they would like to create profits by cutting down their essential expenses. In the bargain, the customer suffers. So it's not a very right model. I stopped franchising a long time back. I started purchasing back my franchises at a premium. And service industry, it is difficult. For a product industry where the quality of product is a manufactured product, it is wonderful to franchise. It's a very easy way to grow immediately, multifold. But in service industry, you need to be very cautious. You might get a good franchisee. I have also got some great franchisees today who are equally successful as us, as the company. But that is very rare. Majority, you run into bad hands. And then for me, giving your brand name is like giving your daughter in marriage. If it's a wrong house, you're ruined. So for the service industry, you need to be very cautious in franchising. It's a very dangerous, because whatever the franchisee does wrong, the company is responsible legally. So it's a very dangerous scenario. It's like giving the steering in the hands of a person who doesn't know to drive, and you're on a hill.
what kind of approach would you want or advise us to take in terms of, it's a skill-based industry and you want to grow multiple?
It should be company-owned centers, company-managed. You should have faith in your management skills, where you can control people, where they can become your partners. Today, no employee is an employee. He has to be a partner in your progress. So you try to create that model, give them ownership, and they will perform better than a franchisee. That is a better route to grow. I do that with my company currently. All the people who are working with me share my revenues. So they are a part of the organization. That is the best way to grow. Franchising for service industry for me is a no-no.
Good evening, sir. Are you thinking about venturing into politics? Because I thought of it as you have a lot of experience dealing with goons. That is it.
I'm an entrepreneur, so I definitely would not like to get into politics because all political parties are very good friends. One of my ambitions in my life used to always be that whomever I see on TV, I should meet them. And I should know them. And a day should come when they should know me. So it's achieved. So I don't want to be a part of their gang. But I want to work with the government. Government is a very strong body. You can do a lot of good to the people with the power of government.